Hey guys, it's your girl Justy back at it again with a new video. So go take a look. Bye. Hey, it's your girl Just Susan 96 here coming to you. Um, I gather that you all haven't seen me a while. It's been a while. YouTube. Um, so far, I have little updates to give you guys. Um, Remember, I did a upload where I had gotten a job to do. So I am now no longer in that job. I decided to leave. I did it on my own. I decided to leave that job. I don't think that that particular job was for me. Reason being, like you all know that in my interview before, my first interview into YouTube, I told you guys that I was part of um, the military. So in that organization, there were so many military persons there that at first I wanted the job, right? I really wanted something to do. But I say, you know what, I have to go long and hard in my YouTube. It is something that is very much intentional for me to do because I have to be able to stand on my feet and make something of myself. To each his own, I will say. Who choose to do whatever they choose to do to make their livelihood, that's their business, you know. But what I choose to do is do something fulfilling, uplifting, and bring it to you guys here on YouTube. Now, I also have other platforms. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, and I'm also on TikTok. But I tend to do things different to all. I don't just post just so. Um, when I post, it's either about myself or how my home is looking, or inspirational things, or I may come on and say, um, you know, life things that dealing with livelihood, myself, and things that may affect me, stuff like that. So here on YouTube, as you all know in the beginning, it's more or less my home, things that I will be doing around my home. For instance, my bathroom, a day in my life, okay, maybe exercising, cooking, because I used to be a cook in the military. So I know this is all over the place, but I have always wanted to do YouTube, always wanted to do it. I was scared. In the beginning, I was so scared to take that chance to dive into the whole aspect of me being in front of a camera or in front of a phone, that is, trying to do things a different way. But as I grow a little older and yes, as I start to see things a lot different in my life, then I decided to, hey, this is the time for me to try my hand at this. This is the time for me to blossom, to do something different, to bring across different experiences into my livelihood, into who I am, what I like, the things I like to do, stuff like that. So it was intentional for me to bring myself to the forefront and allow people in. Now, there are people that wouldn't like what I do. They mightn't like me. They mightn't even like my size, because I'm a very plus size woman and I love my body. I take pride in myself, in my body, that is, and here on YouTube, I'm going to find a lot of naysayers, don't like me, who don't think that I look good, that sort of thing, right? And I have thick skin, so I can handle the comments, and sometimes I might just simply forget the comments and block it out. But I am deciding to do something totally different. That is why it took me a while to come back on. Next thing, I didn't have a phone. My phone had mashed up, and I had a lot of footage footage backup. So I'm now going head into my love. My love is, designing my home. And let me tell you all something, right? Let me be straight out. When you get your home, or when you have your home, don't rush to do everything. Take your time. And this is something that I learned over the years that I've been living where I'm living now. I'm not thinking about what this one wants to do, or what this one is going to do, or what I should do because this one going to do it. No, I'm taking my time. And I'm starting in my home. I'm not starting outside. Whoever chooses to do whatever they want to do outside their home, that is their business, right? So I am taking my time intentionally in fixing my home and also fixing me, right? You will see little snippets here and there of things that was done in my home. I got my home, as you all will know, at the height of the pandemic, and it has been challenging to say the least, but nevertheless, like any other, I'm taking my time. I don't watch what other people have. That's not me. My mother never taught me that way. What I like is what I like. And I will always take my time to gather and get what I like. Now, other people might find that it's laid back, and they may find that to be procrastinating. Yes, I do. Sometimes I do, right? But what is for me will always be for me. And in my home, I want it to look a specific way. So my aesthetics and the colors that I use within my home is basically grays, light grays, dark grays, white, blue, a little cream, and a little brown, right? But you have to know how to match your colors. Not everybody have that idea, but there is Pinterest, of course, and Pinterest do help with showing you what colors you could use to match, with your aesthetics for your home. So I had put up one or two videos, small videos, short videos of my bathroom, decorating it. I love those things. I love to decorate, especially Christmas. Christmas is one of the most favorite time of the year. Mind you, I have a son, and he's what? He's 22, and he was born 2 to 3 days from Christmas, right? So he was born on the 22nd of December. So he's like a Christmas baby, right? So therefore, I've always loved Christmas as a child growing up. And to make it worse yet, having my son around that time, it brought more joy to me. Likewise to my home, because he also loved Christmas. Okay, so as I am saying this to you all, when you have your home, do not rush to do everything. Take your time. Know what you want up, and I will say, when it comes to investing, this is something I also learned, and I have researched it. Invest in your home, invest in the quality of things that you think or you would know that would last. And don't be afraid to ask people, or don't be afraid to ask the carpenter or the mason, or what you think. And you also do your research, because I have done that drastically when it came to my home. I remember going and shop for my tiles. Now, when I got my home, before I got my home, I used to watch a lot of HGTV along with my son, because we almost like the same thing. Okay, so I started to watch HGTV and watch the aesthetics that they use within the home, the colors that they use, and I found it to be my kind of thing. At that point in time, it was gray. Gray was the color of that everybody was using. You know, in my mom home, she has browns. She used browns, creams, yellow. You know, things that will go with her aesthetic, right? So when I got my home, when I went to look for my my tiles, my tiles, the I wanted something looking like marble, but not marble. You understand what I'm saying? So I decided to look for something close to like marble, and I didn't wanted anything small. I wanted the bigger tiles, right? And I remember shopping, going to shop for it, and I had a couple of friends with me. Well, two friends, and I remember my friend telling me, "Well, why you don't go with such and such?" And I remember telling her, I said, I don't like that. That is not the color that I'm looking for or going for my home. I have one son. He's a adult. He's not a child, right? So I know exactly what I wanted. I didn't want no brown. Mind you, my cabinet has a bit of brown to the top, right? But it's gray. And the color on top is like a bohemian kind of color, you know, that kind of thing. But those colors match. You understand what I'm saying? So I looked for white with gray and a little touch of black in it. You understand? So I'm saying this to you guys. Don't sidetrack. If you know what you want, it's all well and good that your friend may have offered or whoever may have offered and tell you, well, go with this. No, you don't want it. That's not what you want. You know? Also, I will tell people to sacrifice. Sacrifice for what you want, meaning save your money. Save your little coppers, save your little pittance to know what you want exactly. Listening to people is one thing, you know, but you have to have your own ear and you have to know what you want. At the end of the day, if you have money or if you ain't have no money, it is all well and good. That's you. That's up to you. That's your problem. That's not their problem to handle, to manage, or what have you. Don't listen to people. Do your own thing for yourself. And I did so. I did so with my flooring. And I like how my flooring is looking in my home. And I think in my earlier pics, you all will see the tiles that I pinpointed and what I put into my bedrooms and what I put in the living room, dining room, and kitchen area, right? Also, in my early vids, you all will see I had bought my fridge long. My stove was the first stove I bought for my home. Okay, and my fridge was the second, and then eventually afterwards, you know, little knickknacks I had purchased along the way that was stored in my old bedroom at my mom's home. So I say all of this to tell you guys, take your time. Take your time in designing your home. I haven't finished, but I like how my home is looking. I haven't gotten my countertops as yet, and it's been 3 years I've been in my home. But I'm taking my time, you know, I'm taking my time. I'm loving what I'm doing. I love what I have so far and what I've done so far to my home. And I'm taking my time. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day, people, and it was burned down in a day. But take your time, okay? And so for now, I am coming back onto YouTube and giving you all me. You know, you will see a lot of things little by little. I am not the type of person who who does things quick. I like to take my time. I like to know, well, all right, if this is what I am doing today, this is what I'm doing today. I don't like to be sidetracked. You have a lot of people who might jump, they might do this today, and what they're doing, they might do 3 things in one day. That is not me. I like to take my time. I don't care. To each his own. Everybody is totally different, right? So you guys gonna get a little bit of what I do around my home again. I will have my reset moments, and my reset moments is basically me and God. And that is a story yet to be told, because it's a long story. But one thing I can safely say is that God has always been a part of my life. And I will just leave this little snippet with you guys. In 2010, I was in a major car accident. I've said it more than once. I think maybe on my TikTok channel, I have said it. I have been in a major car accident in 2010. And coming out of that car accident, I was the only survivor. And the driver died, and the other passenger died. And I can safely talk about it now, but in the past I couldn't have. I could not even say this is what happened, or this is, I could not have said it then. But I can talk about it now, because I know I had to put everything in God's hand. You understand what I'm saying? So, coming out of that accident, before that accident happened, and the last thing I said in that car was, Lord Father, allow me to reach home safe. That's the last thing I said. But prior to that, like I said before, God was always a part of my life. I had given my life to God in, I think I was 14 years old, 13 or 14 years old. And along that line, you backslide, you're young. Trust me, people make mistakes, you do things, but he has always been tapping my shoulder ever since, tapping it, allowing me to remember who I am, where I came from, that he is there to guide me and cover me and protect me in every way, form, or fashion. So, me joining the military, I wasn't the best soldier, but doing what I have to do. Every time I go to do something, I always used to say, Lord Father, guide me, show me the way, watch me, not watch everybody, but watch me, Lord. Allow me to remember, to be able to regurgitate what was said or what was done, So I always had God there. Now, everybody will have God at their side, but me, in general, I always had God there, and I always felt him. Yeah, because he talks to you, He talks to you. And if you don't think that he don't talk to you, trust me, God talks to you. So, me coming out of that accident had reputable impact on my spirit, on my life, because I was going through a lot of things. But I got saved. I gave my life back to God the 3rd of September 2016. And from then on, it was a lot of turbulence in my life. A lot. For me to really find myself. I had friends. I got rid of friends. Friends say I was with the people. Such is life, which is not true, but that is what they said. And And I said, you know what, Lord? You know my heart. You know my mind. You know my life. You know who I am. They could say whatever they want to say about me. And I've been living happy ever since. I've made mistakes. I've fallen down. I've gotten back up. I have got rid of my ex. And I am just simply loving myself and loving God and loving what He has in store for me, so I can bring forth whatever I have been through this media, maybe to show someone or tell someone that, hey, God have your back. He knows who you are. So whatever situation you may be dealing with, He can pull you out of it. You understand? The reason why I wanted to join that organization that I left was more or less try to reach the youths, try my best to reach or talk to whoever I could have spoken to back then, you understand? But once I got into that organization, I realized that my spirit was telling me, no, Jussie, get out of it. My spirit was telling me, get out there, it's not for you. I've heard seniors say, but them not for me. They are not for me. You's not God. You is not my father. You is not my father who I pray to, who I worship to. I can't be for you. No. Right? But at the end of the day, people, you have to do what is right for you. You have to do what you like, what is desirable from God. Because here what? We ask for things. We ask for things. And sometimes it isn't from God. Just simply sit down and think about it. We ask for so many things. And when we do get it, because I've heard that even in the organization that I was in, you ask for this, but when you get it, it's if you could be able to manage it, and to each his own. So being in that organization, it just simply wasn't for me, and my spirit was telling me that is not for you, and I left. Despite my downfall or my flaws, that had nothing to do with what I was feeling internally, So I left. And I am very much happy. Because before I was happy, but like I say, when people talk to you and you hear people saying, why you don't get something to do? And why you don't try and get, and my ex was singing a tune like that. And I was listening. And I said to myself, you can make your own decisions, but I decided to do this. And let me tell you all, people, do not listen to what somebody is telling you. It's all well and good, eh? It's all well and good to listen, to hear and that, but you have to be the bigger person to think for yourself. And I felt that I was happy before. Why it is I'm pushing myself into something that, And then I heard my the person that was over me, we had little chats, and they said to me, when you first came here, you was so active, you was so this, you was so that, and then I realized that you're not pushing forth, and you're not thinking, you're not giving your all. In the beginning I was giving my all, but then when you look around and you see and you hear and you feel things, then as an individual, so my desire to stand, as they say, the cheese stands alone, that was my desire, to stand alone, to find myself in the midst of everything that I was dealing with. And there are so many things that was there and is still there, that I decided to just walk away. Walk away. Walk away. People will say what they want to say. People will give their own verdict. People, but at the end of it, you have to, as I always tell my girlfriend, smile, look up. You are enough. And I heard that from someone until I really realized what you are enough means. You understand? You are enough means a lot of things. But that particular thing, you are enough, stand on your own. You understand? Make it your priority to do things right, do things differently in your life. Military life is military life. And you will always have that. Right? But everybody has to stand on their own 2 feet and generate their funds in their own way. I am so, so happy and so blessed that living how I'm living now, hallelujah, it's an eye-opener. It's a game changer. You understand what I'm saying? Generate your funds differently. Go online, find out different job aspects. Do things differently. Live your life. Be happy. But make sure that you put God in the center of everything you do. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am proud of myself. I have great people, great friends, not much, but great friends who take time. And this is the next thing. You gotta have a great community back in here. Someone who knows you, really knows you, not the ones who fake, and the ones who tell themselves that she friend, but when she fall down, yeah, I could tell she, well, girl, yeah, you do this wrong or you do that wrong, but at behind your back, they could go and say, shoo. That is not a friend. I hold friendship to the highest extreme, to the highest, where I could be able to talk to my friend and say, hey, so. But my friends know who they are, and I love them dearly. So, taking this time out to talk to you guys on YouTube, it has been a great honor, and to let you guys know that I will be back, and I am just taking it bit by bit. I don't care if my rate goes up or down, but at the end of the day, I am doing what I love. I am giving you all me entirely. I am being authentic with myself, because not much people can do that, And yes, of course, I know there will be the trollers, and he wants to be all out in your business. He wants to mind your business, watch to see what you're doing, but talk here, then come back and smile and talk with you, but they're bad talking here. I have met all those kind of people. But I am saying, to each his own. Brother and sister, I walk by faith, not by sight. Right? And my God always shows me who is my friends. Even in the midst of all that you doesn't want to see it, He's pointing it out to you day by day by day by day. So, I'm taking it bit by bit, loving life, loving everything, and loving on myself. And I'm leaving this with you guys. I walk by faith, not by sight. And faith comes by hearing the word of our Lord Jesus Christ. So, today is Sunday. All right? Sunday the 13th. And I am happy. I'm healthy. Okay, I may have aches and pains, back pains, but I rebuke it. You understand? And I hold my head high. I've heard it all. I've seen it all. And I am happy. Okay? So many people have called me when I left the job. You know, a lot of people message, girl, I heard you left, and girl, what happened? And that is none of your business. I'm saying it freely here. It's no one business. It's my business, you know. But I will always be a trooper. I will always be respectful to others. Okay, that's who I am, right? I will always be Susan, and you guys know it's just C, but Susan. I will always be who I am. So, my YouTube family, I want to say have a blessed and safe night. To my aunt, I love you. Know that your niece love you, and I'm here for you. My sisters, my brothers, I love you. Some of my colleagues, 9601, and you all will see that in my title. Just see 9601 with the B at the end. So B represents the bees. That's, I trained in 1996 with Trinidad and Tobago Regiment. Okay, so I have the B after, you know, that's my sign. My sign is to make sure that the B is at the end. All right, to let my batch and them know that, hey, I'm showing you guys that love. You understand? So, to all the naysayers and the haysayers, hi. Have a blessed night, guys. Love yourself. Walk in God's grace. Be truthful with yourself. Be truthful to who you are. You understand? Other people may not like you. Other people may see or say things about you. But know that God sees you, knows you, love you. Okay? Love yourself. And big up everyone. I'm back. I'm taking it bit by bit, but I'm back. I am back. So, guys, live good, love, and hey, big shout out to one of my YouTubers, Sparkle Love. This is your girl, Jussie. Big shout out, guys. I am one of her monitors on her program, so you guys could go over, check it out, check out when she's uploading, check, you know, join it. She does a lot of designs, and I've been watching her ever since for years, and we are really, really good friends. So, hey, Sparkle, love in the house. Bye, guys. Have a great night.